Hello everyone and welcome to another Pyro Gaming video. That's right, I'm back. And before we start the video, I'd like to quickly answer a few questions I've gotten over the past couple of months regarding my absence from YouTube. Yes, I'm still alive. No, I did not quit playing Destiny, and no, I did not get kidnapped by a foreign agency and brainwashed into becoming an international super spy. This is an actual comment that I saw recently. The honest reason why I've been gone is because after 6 years of making videos for the same game, I just finally got tired of it. It has nothing to do with Destiny, it was just me. But here we are, 210 days after my last upload, and I'm ready to jump back in. I've honestly missed you guys, I really have. There have been a few changes to the channel since my last upload that you may or may not have noticed, the biggest one being that the channel hit 100,000 subscribers. Thank you for that, by the way. Another change is my branding. We got a fresh new logo design for the channel relaunch, courtesy of Get Wrecked Labs. I'm really pleased with how it all turned out. But one thing that has not changed in my absence is exotic catalysts. They're still the same as they were 210 days ago when my last upload went live. For the most part, the best catalysts back then are still among the best today, but there are a few newcomers to the list of best catalysts in the game, and that's what this video is going to go over. We're going to take a look at which exotic catalysts improve the weapon the most and try to pick the 8 best catalysts currently in the game. Disclaimer, some of these catalysts are not currently obtainable, so if you don't have them already, you're just going to have to wait until Bungie reintroduces them, whenever that may be. So starting off this list in no particular order, we have Huckleberry. Huckleberry is an exotic kinetic SMG that might be the last weapon in the game that did not get the Rampage nerf in Shadowkeep. Huckleberry, even without its catalyst, is still among the best ad-clearing weapons in the game, but with its catalyst, it is just plain nuts, dude. This thing is insane. The catalyst gives it the Bull Rider perk, which refills your entire magazine when you get a kill. That, combined with Ride the Bull, which increases rate of fire while holding down the trigger, and Rampage on top of that, and you have got yourself a monster of a weapon. This catalyst used to be obtained by completing heroic adventures, and unfortunately has no current path to obtaining it. Next, we have Wardcliff Coil. This is a very unique weapon that fires off a volley of little rockets in all different directions. Wardcliff Coil has always been a decent option for burst damage and ad clear. With a 30% damage buff coming to rockets in Season 13, Wardcliff has potential to be an absolute monster, but you definitely want the catalyst for it. Its catalyst adds the perk Pinpoint Guidance Module, which gives the volleys improved tracking. Fire a volley of rockets into a cluster of ads and watch the tiny missiles find them and take them down. This catalyst is currently obtainable in-game as a random drop from completing strikes for players who already own this rocket launcher. Next up, we have Sleeper Simulant. Sleeper is a weapon with a long history going all the way back to Destiny 1. It was once a top-tier boss DPS weapon, but after a series of nerfs to its reflection damage, plus the fact linear fusion rifles as a whole are pretty underwhelming right now, this has led most players to just not even have Sleeper on their radar. Its catalyst, however, improves the weapon drastically by giving it perks Deeper Pockets for increased ammo reserves, plus accelerated coils for faster charge time. Now it's just a matter of waiting for that linear fusion rifle buff, whenever that may be. Sleeper's catalyst used to be obtainable from the Prestige Spire of Stars raid, but that raid has been put in the content vault for now, and the catalyst has been too. Our next catalyst is going to be for Trinity Gold. Trinity Gold is a severely underrated ad-clear weapon. Bows have kind of taken a backseat to hand cannons, SMGs, and auto rifles in recent seasons, but Trinity Gold can hold its own against any of those. The catalyst makes it even better. Once equipped, Trinity Gold's catalyst adds Forked Lightning to the weapon, which triggers Lightning Rod after any arc final blow. It doesn't matter which weapon or even ability you use. If it's arc and you kill something, you get Forked Lightning. It also reduces draw time, allowing you to just sit there and spam arrows at enemies' feet for excellent territory control. This catalyst is currently obtainable from strikes, crucible, or gambit completions for players that own the bow. Next up, we have the Legend of Arianas. Arianas is an absolute chonker of a shotgun that has some of the highest burst damage in the game. The only drawback is that Arianas only has 2 rounds in the magazine and reloads painfully slow. This is unless you have the Catalyst. The Catalyst adds deeper pockets, which increases your magazine size from 2 to 6, and nearly doubles the base reload speed of the weapon. What was once a slow and cumbersome weapon now fires and reloads about as quickly as an Ikello shotgun, but it's still pretty cumbersome, let's be honest. You obtain this Catalyst as a random drop from the Prestige Leviathan Raid, which is currently vaulted. If Bungie ever reintroduces this Catalyst though, it should be very high on your list. Our next Catalyst is a newbie to the game, and I am talking about Hawkmoon. This hand cannon is the first exotic in Destiny's history to feature random perks. You can get one with perks such as opening shot and rangefinder, plus different barrels and grips to improve overall stats of the weapon. But if you really want a stat boost, you want that Catalyst. It increases your magazine size and gives you improved range, handling, and reload speed based on the number of paracausal charge stacks the player has. If you can hit headshots consistently in PvP, this thing can be very dirty. To obtain the Catalyst, you must complete the Harbinger mission that is located in the Trossland on the EDZ. Next up, we have Whisper of the Worm. This exotic is one of 2 heavy snipers in the game, and frankly, the only one that's actually worth using. Even after its white nail perk was nerfed, Whisper was still a favorite for boss DPS. Its Catalyst gives the weapon Whispered Breathing, which is essentially box breathing before it was nerfed. Whispered Breathing gives the player an extra 30% of damage after aiming down sights a few seconds before firing. This Catalyst dropped from the quest linked to the heroic version of the Whisper mission on IO, and IO's not there anymore, so neither is the Catalyst. And the final exotic Catalyst that we're going to talk about in this video is for Arianas Bow. This exotic is arguably the most useful weapon for Ordeal Nightfalls with barrier champions. Having anti-barrier rounds built in, plus being a hand cannon that fires special ammo, makes this weapon quite unique. Its Catalyst grants the weapon more to give, which increases magazine size, plus gives it auto-loading holster. That may not sound like much, but being able to swap to another weapon to damage champions, then swap back to Arianas and the magazine be full to deal with those champion shields is a huge plus. This Catalyst was acquired through a Banshee 44 quest, and to my knowledge, that quest is not currently available, but I could be wrong. I couldn't find any information about it online. And that's going to do it for this list, guys. What are your favorite exotic Catalyst in Destiny 2? Drop a comment in the box below and let me know. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, click like. If you're new to the channel, click subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, I fucking love you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and take care.